Hey, Santiago. Yes, you are first. Hi, Kevin, Aaron, Rashid, Farzana. Hi, hi, hi. If you can see sweats, because I was at the gym. I was at the gym and it was a good fucking session. Just chat before I go to bed. I appreciate the feedback, Farzana. Okay, Santiago. Yes, we're doing spiritual questions, my favorite. This is what I love doing the most. Talk about spirituality. Let's go. I got a deep tissue massage and it was, oh my God, that sounds so good. I haven't done massage in a while. I like Sweden massage, which is like a little bit rough, you know, like firm massage, not the just oiling you up. And woman massage can be like just they oil you up and turn around. Erin, thank you. I'm an atheist. Good for you. Hi, Shelby. Farzana, spiritual questions, not tarot questions. I'm not doing readings. This is chat. I was actually thinking, shall I like drink wine? I fancy some wine, but I don't know. I might not. Keith, are you asking for like personal advice? I mean, if you're nervous about college, it's just life, you know? Sometimes you have to do what you're not comfortable with until you try and find out. You might like it, you might not. It's all experience. Don't take it too seriously. What is that? I have something here. Yes, I believe in twin flame, but not many people have twin flame. I am for the moon. You guys, I'm not doing tarot. Press the dot at the top. It's spiritual chat. Not channeling, not doing tarot. Never ending change? That's life, baby. That's life. Life is all about change. And sometimes it's good change, sometimes it's bad. But you go with it. Don't take it too personal, you know? Sometimes when you go through something bad and then you realize, oh my God, down the line you realize that something bad that happened to you was for a reason. So now when something bad happens to me, I don't really care. I don't take it personal. Why? Because I will see it as a blessing in disguise or as a redirection. Right? Always think about bad situations as redirection. It's telling you it doesn't work. That's why it's bad. When it's good, it means you're warmer. When it's bad, it means you're colder. Do you know what I mean? So when something bad happens, just think, oh, because I am moving further away from my alignment, and so it's bad to push me away, to repel me. What you like about spirituality? Freedom. Total freedom from all the construct, the structure that you have that is caging humanity in place. Freedom. I am not restrained by the body. I am a spiritual being. So spirituality is freedom. Spirituality is like an act of rebellion in a world of control freaks and fear. When you become beyond what you are in the physical, this is an act of rebellion. This is like, I am more, you don't tell me who I am. I tell me who I am. You know what I mean? So it's empowerment, because that's what you are, powerful. And this is what I do here to remind you that you are in control. India, I really want to visit India someday. I feel like India has a lot of energy. How do I explain it? It's like energy anchors in India. That's why I want to visit. Sometimes you go to places and you can feel the energy strong. It's like very present. Three a.m. in Philippines. Wow. What's the time now here? It's almost 8 p.m. here. I like Carl Jung. I like him. He has some like inspiring ideas. But I haven't studied him like, everything. But I do love reading about philosophers, but I haven't studied individual kind of like go in depth in them. But when I see something that they say that I like, I will like investigate that. What is the Crowleyan Thoth? What? Thoth? Tarot? What's that? Shooter, remove the plug from your ass. Fucking righteous people. Nothing worse than those self-righteous idiots. That's the best way to heal spiritually. Oh, what you're asking? Okay. What's the best way to heal spiritually? Do whatever that brings you joy. Do whatever that brings you joy. If something does not bring you joy, remove it. If something brings you joy, do more of it. That's it. That's how you heal spiritually, baby. It's very simple, yet people complicate it. Aleister Crowley, the wickedest man alive, he created and used. Oh, I never knew that. So is he the guy that created the tarot? I don't know. I use tarot, like people look at tarot as something magical. The tarot is not magic. The person that's making, or the person that using it is the magic. You know what I mean? Tarot is a tool. The same way you use money to buy something you want, tarot is the same tool. So a tool. The magic is all in the person that is doing it. You know what I mean? Am I disconnecting? I'm not disconnecting on my end. Let me see. Let me test it out. I didn't check. Am I disconnecting for anyone else? Oh, really? The audio? Am I disconnecting? I don't know. Sounds good. I mean, you do keep in mind that Mercury is in effect already. Technically, it's tomorrow, but you can feel it few weeks or at least a week before and a week after Mercury is beginning or ending. Yeah, Mercury is retrograding tomorrow. On April's Fool. Ironic, really. Is anyone not hearing me? Is anyone still having like problems with the audio? Alistair is telling me not to ask about him. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Okay. Check your connection for those that cannot hear me, or exit and come back. How does one actually become spiritual? Be more authentic. Bring awareness to what is surrounding you, is happening within you. So it's a practice. The more you notice what happens, the more you will notice. So do more of what brings you awareness, what brings you mindfulness, and you will find yourself naturally become more spiritual. It's not complicated. You don't have to read a book. It's designed within you. You are a spirit. So when you become spiritual, it's like a natural universal language. How come I can't hear you? I don't know, baby. Check your connection. No, I've never studied Aleister Crowley. In fact, I have not heard of him. Tarot is not black magic, no. It's literally paper. It's paper. The person that is using tarot could be doing black magic, but tarot itself is nothing but paper. Pretty paper with images on it. As I age, it seems I resonate more with my other placement, moon in particular. I agree. I very much agree. And this is what I've noticed. I'll tell you why. This is like an interesting point you mention. The more you grow, so the sun sign is associated with the ego, right? The more you grow, you get in touch with the depth of you. At least that is the goal. So less with the ego and more with your authentic depth. And the moon is that. So when I was younger, I was way more Sagittarius than I am now. I am more of a Virgo now. And Virgo is my moon sign. So whenever you have a moon sign, just know it is stronger than the sun sign in that same sign. You know what I mean? So as you age, what happens is you mature. You know, most people mature and they find themselves resonating with who they truly are because they get to know themselves more. And the ego isn't as powerful anymore because you humble yourself. So the sun sign is more with the ego and, you know, the period before you mature. And the moon sign, I've talked about this before, long ago as well, where I mentioned how the moon is more resonating than the sun. So the moon is really who you are, truly. And the more you kind of honor that, you become more of your moon sign. I've noticed that. Very interesting question. Thank you for asking it. People that think tarot is witchcraft. Oh my god. You watch too much TV, that's for sure. Spirituality decrease after aging? I don't know what that means. What are his main philosophies, Santiago? Alistair Crowley. What are his main philosophies? Oh, he's the one that created his own deck? Yeah, okay. Why is that interesting, though? You know, you guys, I am more interested in spirituality than tarot. I use tarot as a tool. Hi, Rita. Rita, right away. Working. I appreciate you. And the cards in Thoth or Thoth are all works of art he had commissioned by his artist he fell in love with. Okay, cool story. Perth, I appreciate you. Yes, opposite shares Libra, Moon, Aquarius, North Node. I get it. I get it. You know, like, I'm not surprised that you are Sagittarius because a lot of the Sagittarians that evolve and grow, they find themselves resonating more with the with their mature self, which is the moon. So I'm not surprised you are Sagittarius. Few words for Scorpios? Hot motherfuckers. What else do you want? Scorpios are deep as fuck. I'm not sure about mysterious. I mean, if they want to be, but I can read Scorpio really easily. But maybe this is just me. But maybe to the average person, they are mysterious. Sag with moon in Leo. That's a fiery placement, baby. When did you start discovering your journey with spirituality, and where have you come so far? I have always been spiritual since like I was as little as a kid, but I never did anything with it. And in fact, I was drawn to the dark, my dark side, in my teenage years. Because I was like, I kind of wanted to see the fucking world burn. Because my mother died when I was a teenager. And I was like, fuck life, fuck everyone in it. I don't give a like, I was very spiritual, but I used it for my own selfish reasons. You know what I mean? Like, I would manipulate and, you know, use the dark side of spirituality until I had an awakening. Now, I speak about this awakening. My first awakening that humbled me was in 2015. And the universe is like, enough bullshit. It's time for you to take things seriously. You know? But even when I was like, you know, like troubled teenager, I would still feel the protection. I knew I was like meant to do things, but I used it for my own advantage. You know what I mean? But I know better now. Like I won't tell you like, oh, I was like a fallen angel and I was like an earth angel. No. I had my periods of death and rebirth. I like at least had like I at least died a few times. And when I say I died, I mean like my old versions. So I feel like I lived in like a few lifetimes already. It feels like I lived at least 2 lifetimes in this one life. That devilish smile says it all. Yes. I in fact have like many dark entities, admirers, but they do not dare to mess with me. Audio is working, yeah, Rita. I've had people complain about the audio. Thoughts on telepathy, meaning when they pop into your mind, are they thinking of you, all contemplating on your energy, and you feel this subconsciously? Yes, sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. Okay, you kind of have to know the difference if it's your own thought projection, where you think of someone and it's your own want, and telepathy. Now, here is like a little tip that might help you differentiate between telepathy and your own thought projection. When you are doing random stuff, like you could be doing like really something, like you are already busy doing something, and your focus is fully, not distracted, fully on what you're doing. And then out of nowhere, this person just like, it's almost like someone calls you and interrupts your day. So if you have that type of thought where you are like, it's almost like you have an interruption of thought of someone, then that might be telepathy, most likely to be telepathy. So them trying to call you, you know, like a phone call. You're doing something and then someone calls you, like, oh, okay, so I'm going to leave what I'm doing and answer the call. Kind of like that. You are an earth angel. I appreciate you. It took me a while to remember. You know what I mean? It took me a while. Aquarius sun and Leo moon. That's a good combo to have. Why do you think I keep having dreams about being robbed? It could be anything. It could be fear. I don't know you well enough to tell you what that means. Dreams can be either your subconscious your brain filtering out the fears. Because when you are full of fear or when you feel a certain fear, the brain doesn't like that. So it tries to get it out of your system. And that is fear, nightmares, desire. It needs to get it out of the system, especially if you're not acting towards it, especially if you're not voicing it. So when you have, for example, your memory is like full, you know, when your phone is full of memory, what do? You have to get rid of the things that are you're not using, and it needs to leave. So you make space in your storage, right? Same way with your brain. If it sees like you have unnecessary fear or thoughts or desire, it will come out as dreams to kind of like act on it while you're still asleep. It's almost like to free you from that surge or that energy. When you see those, there is a difference. There are so many types of dreams. So there are the subconscious, and there's the astral projection, which everyone does, but not many remember. And there is, what's the third one? And there is like premonitions, warnings, or someone visiting you, which is also kind of astral projection. What is the third one? I can't remember now. Lucid dreaming. And what else? Yeah, I can't think of any more. But there are so many types of dreams. If you don't know yourself very well, you don't know which one it is. And that can get confusing. So what I would suggest is pen and paper next to your bed. Write the things that you dream in details. And slowly you will find yourself differentiating or finding patterns in your dreams. And then you will know the difference slowly, because there is a pattern. You know, I've had many visitations over the years. What kind of visitation? Like astral projection, people coming to your dreams? These dreams almost feel so real. There were times I wish I didn't wake up. I get it. When you can lucid dream, you can prolong a good dream. You know, my favorite things to do when I am dreaming something good and something like fun. Excuse me. When I'm dreaming something fun, I will prolong the dream by becoming lucid. And it gets easier and easier, just more practice. Practice, practice, practice. Dead friends, loved ones. Yeah. They will come to, like most of the time, spirit will come to you in your dreams because it's easier to communicate with you than in like while you are awake. Now, obviously, you can communicate with them while you are awake, but if you are, for example, not hearing the messages they're giving you or not feeling their presence, maybe you're busy or whatever, they will come to your dreams because it's easier, you know, you're not restricted by your body and your senses. I don't like to dream. Okay. Can you discuss what you know about walk-ins? Walk-ins? What do you mean by walk-ins? I think my mother has had them. I'm not familiar with walk-ins term. Unfortunately, I haven't dreamt of them in a while. Last year, my late aunt visited me a lot. Last year. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Lately, I attract lots of negative thoughts. I'm always in a bad mood thinking what might happen if I do this, if I do that. If you are in a place where you are like overthinking and you're thinking negatively, stop thinking altogether. If you're thinking, should I do this? Should I do that? You know what you should say? Fuck this and fuck that. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go do something I love doing. I'm going to take a break. I deserve a break from this bullshit. I'm going to go have some fun. Go have fun. And then when you clear that energy by choosing not to interact with it on a negative level, what you will find yourself doing is finding the solution for the problem you have. Because most of the time, even when we have complicated situation, the negative persistence of the energy kind of like concealing the solution is in itself not solving your problem. So whenever you have a problem that you cannot solve, that you don't know, you're not sure, should I do this? Should I do that? Do none of them and go have fun. Go have fun. Do whatever makes you happy. Whatever, like it could be anything, whatever. What do you like? Do that. And then come back when you are fresh and cheerful and look at it again. And trust me, you will find the solution every time. That's how I handle challenging situations. I don't know what to do. My brain is frying. I'm going to do none of them and go and have fun. I'm going to give myself a break. I come back, I already have the solution. Detach and then revisit. You know what I mean? Detach yourself from negative situations. Go have fun, transmute the energy within you. Come back, revisit it and see it again. It works every time. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Okay? Wait, let me see if I can, because I asked someone something, but because the chat goes really fast. When another spirit enters the body, I do not recommend anyone does that. But hey, this is just my personal opinion on this. This is just my personal opinion. Trolls naming themselves trolls nowadays. Okay, bye. Whenever you allow other spirits to use your body, the danger is on you. Meaning, for example, let's say you open your door to a stranger. Now, I'm going to say a stranger because you don't really know which spirit you're inviting in. Now, there are very sneaky spirits. There are spirits that will say, oh, I am your mother. For example, my mother passed away. So I will have spirit that will come to me and say, hey, I have news from your mother. I am your mother, or I am your mother, you know? They will try to enter my energy, okay? And that is just energy field. Imagine what they can do in your body. They can trap you within your body and possess you. And people will experience this in the way where they black out, you know, like they will have like memory loss. And the reason why they have memory loss is because they are not conscious in their body anymore. They have been occupied. So don't do that. Don't do that. It's not worth the risk. It's nothing in the world can give me enough money to make me do that. Don't fucking do it. This is your body. If you want to communicate with spirits, they do not have to enter your body. Whoever told you, oh, I need to enter your body for me to communicate, bullshit. Do not allow that. This is your body. Do not be a fucking hotel. There are enough people actually like that, which I call vacant humans, whether they choose to be vacant or they don't know. They are so weak-spirited that they allow spirits to enter them. And a lot of the type of people that I see are people that do magic. Like they will do spells, they will summon spirits, and most of the spirit they summon are low spirits, okay? There are levels to spirits as well. So humans are above low spirits. And imagine that you are allowing a low spirit to do your dirty work as a witch, as a whatever. So you lower yourself even more vibrationally to do spell work or to do the dirty work. Not fucking worth it. You should know your worth. More, if you truly know the strength of your spirit and you know your worth on a spiritual level, you will not fucking allow any spirit to enter you. There is no reason to do that. You can communicate with spirits all you want without them entering you. And that is my personal opinion. You know, like, I understand there are mediums. There are people that do this as a profession. It's their life. I don't care. It's their life. But that is my opinion. Lights are still flickering. I haven't noticed. Keith, good night. Sweet dreams. I saw a bright light, white light. It felt so soothing after I woke up at times. Guides me to do sometimes, telling me things that help me. Yeah, that's fine. Without entering, if you're still talking about, you know, body possession, because that's what it is, body possession. What do you think about Jesus? He's a cool dude. He's a good guy. I have visions when I listen to tarot. Interesting. Yes, I have a cat. If you asked your question and I didn't answer it, it's because the chat is really going fast, and I didn't see it. So put your question again if I missed it. Okay. So when I talk, I can't really keep up with the comments and, you know, talk. Not body possession, but like, it's not possessing me, but like helping me out when it's too down of a situation. That's these are spirit guides. Spirit guides do not have to enter your body or do any possession. That's what I'm talking about. So you can communicate, you can talk to your spirit guides, they can help you, you can hear them. So you know, yeah, that works. Ancestors and spirit guides, you don't like, there is no body possession included, you know. BBC? The fuck is that? Is that a porn thing? No, not into porn. What do you think about UFOs? UFOs, it's not unidentified. It is identified flying. What does it stand for? Unidentified flying what? Flying what? What's the O for? Rita, that's what I thought at the beginning. But there is another thing for that as well. No, it's not. I don't think it's the channel. These trolls are not talking about channels, about TV channels. Oh yeah, flying object, right? Well, UFOs is not an identified flying object. It is definitely identified flying objects. But we're not getting political. But, you know, the public doesn't know of these things existing. But your governments have known very long, have known since for a long time. Okay? It's just they don't think that you are ready for that. So they're not unidentified. They come on Earth and live, and they are very much regular visitors. I mean, a lot of people have seen so many of them, right? It's not a coincidence. Are they spirits? No, they are species, different species than humans. There are so many species on Earth alone. So humans are not the only species on Earth. That's for one. Second, there is definitely life on other planets. So other species, they're not spirits. They are living things, like they have bodies. Possibly operate in different dimensions because the intelligence is higher than the intelligence that we have on Earth, at least the public intelligence. But they are living beings. Yeah, I read tarot. I read energy. If you go on my channel, I have that in cabs. I read energy. Star seeds? Yeah, sure. Do you have tips for highly sensitive people? Protect your energy. Take time to recharge. You need to isolate more often than the normal person, than the average person. So make time for yourself. Whenever you spend time with people, make as much time for yourself alone so you can recharge. So that's what I would advise sensitive people. You know, you cannot not live without, like, you cannot live without humans. But make time for yourself to recharge. That's it. How you read energy? I don't know. I just can. It's a natural state of being, which I encourage every person to do. Every person can read energy, but they are not open for the idea of reading energy. Believing is seeing. Seeing, like seeing to believe, is not how you should live life. Believing is seeing. So whenever you believe you can do something, you do it, because that's how you form your reality. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? How do you recharge? Well, how do you like to spend your time? What do you love doing? Sleep, you know, like sleep is rare. Sleep is one of my favorite things to do to recharge. Sleep. I am the type of person that will sleep for 10 hours, for at least 9 hours every day. So if you feel drained, exhausted, sleep 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours. Like, I was once so drained from doing so much work. I slept for 13 hours straight and I woke up like a new person, fully recharged. Breath work helps, yes. Obviously, meditation, nature. Nature is the best type of recharger. Plug yourself into a tree, hug a tree, and you will love it. Also, like for me as well, I will take spiritual showers. What I mean by spiritual, mindfulness showers. So when I get into the water, I imagine water cleaning my body, transmuting my energy field, and clearing it from any negativity or drainage. So clean and recharge. Clean and sleep. Nature, meditation, like someone said. Not meditation, sorry, breath work, like someone said. Or meditation can help as well. Yeah, nature is so abundant, so generous. You know, I am that type of weirdo where even if I am walking through the city, even like when I walk around my place, like outside, I will notice. The art of noticing is really important for sensitive people. And if you are spiritual as well, not just sensitive. So notice the beauty that is around you, whether this is a flower, whether this is like a breeze, kind of like, whether it's like a bird, whether it's beautiful sounds of nature. Like, surround yourself with the beauty of the creation that surrounds you. Notice these things that are beautiful. Don't worry about, like sometimes I will pass people that are like meh, 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 blah, 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 and talking shit about like stupid things like work or like whatever. They complaining about the weather, because it's very common where I live to complain about the weather. Just ignore that. Focus on the beauty. Focus on the beauty of creation. That's it. You will have a good day despite of the day that is happening to you. Does that make sense? So even if people are miserable around you, you protect your energy by noticing the beauty around you. Crystal auras always notice the small things in life. It's interesting you say that. I have crystal aura. You can call it crystal, white, or like transparent. Yeah. I definitely appreciate the little things in life. And they make me happy as well. Like the smallest thing can make me happy. Like I will be like not smiling all day, but then I notice something so cute and so creative and so like full of awe and life, and I will just smile, you know? That will make me smile. Yeah, they do say crystal aura people are very sensitive because they kind of almost like reflect the energy that surrounds them. This is why it's important that you know what to do with your energy. Reflect the beauty that is in the world instead of the negative or the dark of the world, right? Whatever we focus on manifests. So focus on the good stuff, baby. Night, where are you? I can't see my cat. Where did the chat go? From 100 trolls to 28 decent people. That's how it goes. We will have the next wave in a second. Your video about crystal auras piqued my curiosity. Always nice to see another confirmation about it. What? NBT Hunter? Oh, okay. Do they read the auras? I've actually, like, I want to take, I've never done the photograph thing. I want to do that. You know when people take like a photograph that shows you your aura? That is so cool. Unless they manipulate the photograph, then it's not cool. But I will know if it's genuine or not anyway. But even if you are crystal aura, but then yeah, you can change your aura colors. So depending on the time that you take the photograph. Okay. Should we use different stones to protect ourselves? With stones, I recommend like choosing the stone that calls for you, that you feel a strong connection to. So protection is already around you. But whenever you feel cold, like my friend once said, stones, you do not choose stones, stones choose you. So I remember I was on the beach and it wasn't like a crystal stone or anything, just a regular stone. And something just pulled my eye towards that stone and I picked it up and I was like just mesmerized with it. Like I was looking at it, it's like I felt like a strong connection with it. And my friend noticed and she was like, you know, stones choose people. People don't choose stones. Or in those lines. And I was like, like when she said that, I had like an epiphany moment because I was always attracted to things that had like that energy, that cold for me. So stones choose you. So whenever you choose a stone, kind of like look at the crystals and kind of ask, who wants me? Who wants me? Who am I attracted to? And then choose that one and carry it. And carry it only for the period you feel attracted to it. Do not get attached to crystals because sometimes they will come in your life for a period of time and then that's done. They've done their job. So don't cling on to crystals. You know, like I have read this story about a really spiritual woman in India. And she was talking about how she would buy crystals, but every month she will leave the crystals outside of her front door. And she will wake up next day and open the door and she will see that some of the crystals are missing. And she will only take the crystals that people didn't take or that didn't vanish back into the house, you know? Because she's like, I don't want to attach myself to these crystals. They have served a purpose and now I am letting them go. And she will only take the ones that have not been taken. Hi, G. I can't even... That's a cool username, but is that like a flower? I've been saying that for years since I smoked my first crack rock. What the fuck is that? Can you, if you haven't already, talk more about how you read cards and what your learning process consists of? You know, like I am not a tarot teacher, so I'm not the best one to tell you how to read tarot. I do it intuitively. Like sometimes I will like pull a card and this is the Emperor, but I will have like an energy coming from the Emperor that makes no sense with the tarot community of definitions. You know what I mean? So I think what you can do when you read tarot is to use your intuition. So first strengthen your intuition. Connect with the cards on an energetic level because when you use cards, you have to give it your energy for it to have your magic. Okay, so when you connect with those cards, because that is paper, remember, it's just paper. Okay, I do recommend that you sage it whenever you buy a new tarot deck because it has been touched by other people. So, and there's another thing, you know, when I have people over, no one is allowed to touch my tarot deck because I do not want it to be their energy. Okay? Even when I suspect someone has touched my tarot decks, I will sage them, because whenever you touch something, it has your energy. There is energy exchange. So make sure you cleanse your deck. Make sure you trust your intuition. It doesn't matter if this is like an can you see me? Because it's saying weak connection. Mercury retrograde really kicking my ass today, even with the live stream earlier. Anyway, so it doesn't matter if you what was I going to say? Basically, use your intuition. Don't use the cards and their meaning. Don't cancel your own intuition for the sake of the definition of the card. That's what I would recommend. Yeah, like whenever I see people that say, "Oh, you're not really using the meaning," I'm like, "Bitch, you don't do spirituality and have rules. There are no rules. Trust your intuition. In most cases, your intuition is always correct. I don't care about which tarot card, but most of the time, because you trust your intuition, the card will also represent the same energy that you are feeling. You know what I mean? So, psychometry? What's psychometry? Sounds interesting. Do Sagittarius have special stones? What you mean by special stones is the birthstones. Yes, every sign has birthstones. And it's interesting, like you can wear your birthstone for as long as you want, because with other crystals, you can only wear certain crystals for less than a month or just over a month. You cannot wear a crystal more than that, because it can have the reverse effects of the benefits. I appreciate the feedback, Farzana. Thoughts on Akashic Records? Yes. The good old Akashic Records. What about it? It has all the record of the existence. Everything that you want to know about exists in the Akashic Records. I don't know who called it the Akashic Records, but that is the definition, or that is the labeling. People really love to label things. Have you accessed the records of someone else? All the time. What do you mean, have you ever, or have you accessed? All the time, baby, that's what I do. I can access anyone. There is no secret. Whenever you move into higher dimensions, the secrecy does not exist. The secrecy only exists in the third dimension. There are no secrets. No secrets. So whenever you think you are alone, just think twice. You are never alone. Okay. There are no secrets. The Akashic Records are, like, for me, the most thing that interests me in the Akashic Records. I keep doing that because I don't know who called them Akashic Records. But what I like to call it, the library. Okay, the library. The library. What do you do when you want to know something? I mean, these days people go to Google. But what did you do before the internet existed? You go to the library for information, right? The library, I'm going to call it the library from now on. The Akashic Records, the library, is where you find all that you need to know. And it's not about just people. It's about everything. Whatever question that comes to your head and you are confused, if you are having like a living crisis, or if you have like existentialism crisis, go to the library. Anyone can access the library. Well, with enough discipline and spirituality and practice. Because if you cannot astral project truly, because I know a lot of people say, oh, I astral project, but they don't. They think they do, and they really want to, but they haven't. Okay, and it's not like to shame them or anything. Everyone starts at some point. I've had times where, like I thought I was astral projecting, but not really. Until I kept on having experiences that makes no sense to me, meaning that whenever you find like occurrences happening in your life that have no, like there was no base of information for you to figure that out, just know it is the library or the Akashic Records. I've been to the library twice, where one of the times where I went to the library, I was like having like it was like I was having like a crisis of I don't know what to do with my life. And then I went to the library. Oh, I have a ring in my... Yes? Who called me? What do you want? Well, fuck you too. Is this a cross? What is a cross? What is OBE? Like I'm not familiar with all the definitions and the labels that are out there. Because guess what? You can do all of it without the labels. In fact, I am passionate about hating labels. I hate when people categorize things. It's not about making definitions. It's about knowing and living, experiencing. And that's it. I don't know what OB is. Out of body experience. Thank you, Rita. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, what about it? What did you say? So can we meet up in the astral realms? I'm learning about OBE, which is out of body experience. Okay. But I need help. What type of help? I mean, out of body experience is basically a state you can accomplish while meditating. Out of the self. So it's not that deep. What are you trying to accomplish with the out-of-body experience? Do you expect to leave your body in the sense where, you see in movies or in cartoons where they leave their body? Okay, yes, you leave your body, but it's not like a disconnect from your body. Just remember that. You will still feel, but you are not present in the body. Okay, your consciousness is beyond your body. So what happens is not out of body, it is the expansion of your consciousness that is outside of your body, but you don't leave. You don't leave the body. You are still in it. Does that make sense? See, this is why I hate labels, because there's so much like confusion about like how people explain things. So when you experience an expansion of your consciousness, this is an out-of-body experience, right? I'm sick of falling asleep whenever I try to astral level. I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. I know, it's tough. But once you develop the discipline, it becomes like so natural. Like you will do it without falling asleep. I have had so many times when I was like a beginner, even when you like lucid dream or astral project, like those things that are associated with a really deep state of resting, you either fall asleep or you accomplish what you want, right? So I get you. I've had so many like experiences like that where I fall asleep and then I wake up, fuck, but I try again and try again, try again. It gets stronger. It gets stronger. Labels are just a way to box in stuff, yes. Exactly. Thank you, Koi, for saying that. Thank you. I am very passionate about that. So it's almost like it's so annoying when I see people try to box things in categories. Spirituality is about expanding yourself out of those definitions. Stop labeling things and focus on the experience and the journey instead of trying to put definitions to it. If you are trying to find yourself through researching what definitions mean and where you are at spiritually, you will really miss the point, because maybe your journey is different than mine. Maybe your journey is like about learning something new, entirely new to what I have experienced. So don't box things into, like, whenever, like, this is something that I also see people do, which is like when they call themselves, I am 144, or I am starseed, I am. How about you are just a spiritual being experiencing human life? Don't fucking label things. I don't, like, whenever I see someone saying that I'm a starseed. Nothing against them, but gosh, like, if you want to turn me off spiritually from someone, just tell them to tell me they are a starseed. I get it, because you feel like you belong to a group that has a higher purpose. I get that. It's just, like imagine this. Imagine you are an angel that came to Earth, okay, to experience the human journey. And then you tell everybody you are an angel. What do you want me to do? Like, like you strip the uniqueness out of you. You have labeled yourself as something. But why label yourself as something when you are everything? If I tell you, would you rather be an angel or the whole universe, and it's like the whole creation is you? Which one is it? I mean, if you are like normal, you would say, well, I want to be the whole creation because that includes angels and everybody else in it. And that is the correct answer. You are everything. So why are you labeling yourself as things? Don't talk about spirituality with labels, because it basically takes away the juice. Is a starseed someone that is going through an ego trip? Maybe, but like, whenever, like, this is my individual experience with starseed, okay? This is their own want to belong to a higher purpose. So in most cases, people want to belong to things that are bigger than themselves. And instead of doing the work to be the representation of the definition that they attach to themselves, they end up calling themselves whatever, because it's easier to say I am this and I am that instead of being this and that. You know what I mean? Being takes a lot of effort and work, and kind of like, it's a state of being. It takes more than you than saying I'm this, I'm that, right? How do I know if I'm a starseed? Who came up with that name? Whoever came up with that name, they can go fuck themselves. That's what I'm gonna say. Are twin flames the same age? I don't know, really. Like, I have seen twin flames that are not the same age, so I don't know. Possibly. There are twin flames same age. There are twin flames that are not. Still see me? Okay, it lagged for a second. Are you still there, you guys? Let me know. Give me a yes. So I'm not talking to myself. Hi, Night. Where have you been? I have missed you. I don't know why it's lagging though. Like, let me see. Oh, I know why it's lagging, because I'm not on my Wi-Fi. I'm on my like mobile data. But hey, duh. That makes sense. That makes so much sense. All right, well, let me know if it gets better, because I have been streaming on my mobile data instead of the Wi-Fi. That explains a lot. A lot. It should be better now because I have just switched it from my mobile to the Wi-Fi. It should get better now. Let me know if it gets better or worse. Is it better or not? It's better. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, I was streaming on my mobile data. You know, the internet that you have on your mobile? So I switched it to Wi-Fi now. Thanks, Teddy. Okay, cool. Much better now. Okay, I'm glad. Anyone in the chat is drinking? Give me bad peer pressure. I do fancy like a glass of wine, but I am a fucking Sagittarius. If I start with one glass of wine, I will finish the bottle. Why twin flames have big age gap? I don't know. Depends on their age, right? I've never I've never heard of someone that specify that twin flames have to be certain age. They don't have to be the same age, and they don't have to be like a huge age gap. Well, time is linear. Time cannot exist in any other form. So twin flame is not like a linear issue. Twin flame is higher dimension connection. And this is why I tell a lot of people, please do not say you have a twin flame when you haven't even accessed higher dimensions. If you still like are in the third dimension and you don't even know how to go to fourth and fifth and beyond, I doubt you have a twin flame. It does not work like that. Most likely you have a soulmate, a karmic, because a lot of people mistake twin flames for karmics. A lot of people mistake karmics for twin flames. I've seen that a lot. And it's sad. It's very sad, because when you have a karmic and you think they are your twin flame and you think you are in separation because you will be back together. No, a karmic should be a lesson and that's it. Don't fucking give them another chance. You prolong your suffering. So whenever I see someone that thinks their karmic is a twin flame, I really like, I burst their bubble for them. And I don't know, like sometimes people don't like to hear that, of course. I actually have people that are like, hey, you don't know what a twin flame is. Bitch, if you want to live in an illusion, be my guest. I don't benefit from that. I don't get anything from that. Like, why would I tell you you have a karmic if you have a twin flame? What is it going to do for me? If you have a twin flame, I will tell you have a twin flame. And I'm talking about people that come for like readings with me, and they will ask me about twin flame and stuff, and I will be like, well, let's find out. Let's find out if they are your twin flame for starters, and then we'll see about your questions. But like I get that a lot, where a lot of people think their karmic connection is their twin flame, because they're very similar. It's like there is like growth pain, there is lessons. And a karmic is meant to teach you a lesson and then fuck off. But because you think they are your twin flame, you keep them around energetically and you repeat cycles over and over and over and over again. And you're wasting no one's time but yours, you know? So it's sad to see. I hate to see you wasting your time, especially when you come for a private reading with me and I see that you're wasting your time with a karmic and you think it's their twin flame. Of course I'm going to tell you. Like, I can take your money and never tell you and let you live in your illusion, but I don't want to get karma for that. Thank you very much. So I will always fucking tell you the truth. And I will have people like not happy with that. So don't ask about the truth if you don't want the truth. It's like you tell me all about my twin flame and then they find out they don't have a twin flame. Why would you want a twin flame anyway? It's a pain in the ass. I swear, like I've said this so many times, it's kind of like boring at this time. At this point. Like I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. It puts me off the whole twin flame thing. I hate to explain twin flames now, because there's so much confusion about the twin flame. So much confusion out there. Every motherfucker, and I blame the readers, to be honest with you. Like a lot of readers are like, yes, this is your twin flame, but... And here's the thing, you guys. When you watch a general reading, please, like you have to be really responsible when watching general readings, because I will have people that really like a general reading that I did and then contact me for a private reading, and then they find out that their story is totally different than the general reading. Do you want me to lie to you? Do you know how easy it is for me to lie to you? But why would I do that? I wouldn't want to do that. And I don't want the karma that comes from it as well. Like, I don't care. I don't care about money as long as I don't get karma. Otherwise, you know, fuck that. Fuck that. So, yeah, man. Yes, you bust my bubble plenty. In your general. You know, like, I can't lie to you. I promise you, like, I hate to give you, like, shitty messages, but I can't lie to you. I promise. This is definitely a Sagittarius thing. You know, I want what's best for you. I don't even care if you are a stranger or not. If I connect to a certain energy and I'm trying to help you, just know I'm doing it like I mean well. Okay? I mean well. And sometimes the messages are hard, I know. But, you know, like, I'm not gonna fucking lie. I'm not. It's not worth it. And, like, I see a lot of people do this, like, tarot for money, and they will tell you whatever you want to hear. There is karma for that. Trust me, they will not get away with it. Trust me, they will not fucking get away with it. Some people think every general reading pertains to them. Yeah, I know, Rita, I know. And this is why I always say, like, trust your intuition. If it doesn't fit, do not claim it. Please, for your own sake. Because, like, I've seen people, like, get addicted, and I've seen people, like, say, I cannot, not watch. I'm addicted to watching tarot. Please stop. Stop. It's addiction. Anything you do too much, it becomes an addiction, even if it's a good thing. Whatever you do excessively, whatever you do too much of, is bad for you. So control yourself, for fuck's sake. Control yourself. Yes, Rita, I came to the channel and she was like, you are delusional. Oh, I'm sorry. But hey, if you turned your life around, if I brought some awareness to you, then I've done my job. You know? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your soul. Is that a word? I can see it in your soul? That is just my addition. Sagis see the world as it is. People can't take that. Yeah, I agree. You know, I like, even when I say the truth, I try to be really nice about it. Maybe it doesn't come across like that, but I do try my best to kind of like not, sound aggressive, or I'm not trying to be mean. Like, I will say it in a nice way. Trust me, if I wanted to be mean, you will know. You won't be confused. You will know. Okay? So when I give you messages and it's hard, it needs to be said, but I try to say it in the most empathetic way possible. Empathetic? You know what I mean. You're a good singer. Night? Is that you? I heard something. Come here. Oh my God, look at that little run. You know when they run like that? It's like a slow, what do you call it? Trotting? It's so cute. You're giving Korean girl style? I've had that many times. People think I'm Asian, like Korean Chinese. Like, I've had people think I'm mixed Chinese, or like, really? Okay. It's ice cream time. Wait, do I have enough? Okay, I have like 28%. It should last for another half an hour or so. Okay, ice cream time. Just give me a second. Give me a second. What are you doing? What are you doing, Cheeky? What are you doing? I can see you. Whenever I move around my house, well, I say house, it's a flat. Whenever I move around my place, she will hide in the corners and just attack me when I come by. So that's her little game with me. 9% battery? Damn. You know, this phone doesn't die quickly. Like, I've been using it all day. You're fit to be a K-pop girl? Really? I thought K-pop girls are really skinny. Wait, did I see a question? Is it weird to check your readings for my twin flame and have a crush on you at the same time? What on earth? Just a little bit weird. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I once dreamed that I met my guardian angel. I didn't hear anything though. Also, I've had visions by them before. 2 golden interlocked rings during an argument between my siblings. Interesting. What does your guardian angel look like? When you see synchronicities, they are designed for you. So if you want me to tell you about the meaning of your synchronicities, I might mislead you. Because my understanding of the synchronicities that happen in my life, for example, are personal to me. Your journey could be different. So when you notice synchronicities and numbers, what I want you to do next is make mental notes of them. If you did that already, find the patterns between them. What were you doing? What were you saying? What were you thinking? All these indicate why you're receiving those synchronicities, because the universe is trying to communicate with you that is not verbal, communicate with you through synchronicities. So whenever you get them, just notice your awareness or bring awareness to your state. So what are you thinking? What are you saying? What are you doing? All these will tell you what these synchronicities is about or are about. Okay? I think I remember it was a female. Okay. I wasn't sure. I remember I saw them in front of me. I think he was long-haired female, maybe blonde. Okay, cool. Little Roblox, thank you. This is so good. Yeah, notice why you're getting the synchronicities. For example, I will sometimes I will see even random numbers, for example. My eyes will land on certain numbers that I walk across in the area I live. And then I will see, for example, 68, 68. And I'll be like, huh, okay, so that's what you're trying to tell me. Okay. So it's almost like for me, it can also like be like a grounding moment. It's like, watch what you're thinking. Look out, there's something coming your way. It feels like that. So synchronicities are like not just the universe communicating with you, but also directing you. So you have to know what those numbers mean to you so that you know what the universe is trying to say to you. What can we ask you? Spiritual questions. Oh my god, this is so good. Wow, we have 67. I was just talking about 68. Close enough. Three, 6, 9 is the hidden numbers. That's what I like to call it. Okay. Hidden numbers. Numbers that are not physical. If you want to know about the universe, the hidden meanings of things, work with those numbers. 3, 6, 9. That's how I can explain it. Obviously, there is so much to even delve into that, where, you know, I'm talking about hidden things. Okay, so what are the hidden things? Everything, higher dimensions. So especially number 9 in the 369, number 9 is a God number. That's what a lot of people don't tell you, right? God number. Not karmic. God. Do 8 and 11 mean I die twice? I don't know what that means. I find myself in conversation with people I am in no contact with. It's the telepathy conversation. So how do I block? Repel it, rebuke it, speak it. So if you are not happy that someone is contacting you telepathically, just say, no, I block you. Blocking doesn't have to be like you on an app blocking person. You can block them energetically too. Block them. No, access denied. You are not welcome here. I rebuke your energy. You're not welcome here. And slowly, every time they do it, say those things, slowly they will fucking disappear. Because you will basically block their energy from even entering your contact number. When I say contact, it's your spirit or your energy field, because every person has like an energy field, which is like an aura. Okay, so even before that enters your energy field, it will be blocked because it's like outside of your field. So you won't even hear it anymore because you've rebuked it. You basically are ignoring them. Whoa! Do mirrors have devils in them? No. No. You can talk to yourself in the mirror and talk to your spirit in the mirror, but there is no devil there, don't worry. You know when people say if you stare at yourself in the mirror, you will start to see a monster or the devil? This is your mind playing tricks on you. This is your brain getting bored and putting images in your eyes to see it in the reflection. Your brain is a smart organ. Your brain will try to control you if you allow it. So your brain will be like, okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, so you're looking at yourself. How boring. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an image of yourself that is fucking creepy as shit, so you can stop staring at yourself, you dumb bitch. It will be like that. So no, there are no devils, just your mind playing tricks on you. Mirrors can be used as portals from the demonic realm. You've been watching too much backroom videos, baby. I've seen that shit where people are like putting two mirrors in front of each other and they're like, look, there's a portal. Oh my god. Portals don't have to be in mirrors. Portals are right here. Everywhere. They don't have to be mirrors. There's so much bullshit out there, I swear. You have no idea. Spirituality has become like this trendy thing where people make up shit and they're like, yeah, you can do that. You can do like spells or open portals in mirrors. No, bitch, it doesn't work like that. You can open portals in thin air. You don't need mirrors. I mean, you don't even have to open portals. You can access dimensions without opening portals. We watched two. Exactly. That's why I say be careful with what you watch, because it will influence your perception. So whenever you watch something that you find entertaining, just keep it in your head. Okay, so just because I'm enjoying it doesn't mean I'm gonna make this my truth. Okay, so whenever you watch something, take it with a grain of salt. Anything for that matter, anything. So trust yourself, your intuition. Do not be easily manipulated by whatever people are projecting. Because most of the time people will project their own visions. And it's their visions. So if you find yourself connecting with it, take it with a grain of salt. Yes, even though, even when you're watching this, I'm saying what, I believe, my truth. You don't have to take it to heart. Take it if you like it, and kind of study it, observe it, notice it, and see if it's a true thing or not. Don't just believe it just because someone said it. How do you know good question. I love that. How do you know the dimension you are accessing? It's how you interact with it. Your emotional state, your mental state, your spiritual state. So it's like if you do mindfulness or if you do meditation, you will notice the different state that you are in as you fall in deeper into the meditative state. If you can tell the difference between, okay, I am awake and aware and whatever, but then you sit and meditate and you feel yourself expanding consciousness. When you are in those states while you are awake, you can tell you are in higher dimensions. There are obviously other things that you can kind of tap into, basically. So when I notice myself in the fifth dimension, my response and reaction to things are different than when I am in third dimension. The fifth dimension is more accepting, more aware, more don't give a fuck, more authenticity. The third dimension is fear, worry, anxiety, worried about what people say, or worried about my own ego judging me, or my own ego trying to control me. So the inner state of your being will tell you in which dimension you are in. So the more peaceful you are, the higher you are in dimension, in a nutshell. It is possible to speak to your guardian angels through the mind. Yeah. Yes. You think that your mind is silent? Your mind has an energy, vibration to it. Thoughts are vibrations. So even if you think something, it doesn't stay in your head. It is around your head. So when you think something, it's not here. It's not inside your skull. It's outside of your skull. Scientifically, yes, the brain is operating these thoughts and clicking I forget the terms, neurons possibly, and connecting the dots, whatever. But the thought process is an energy. It happens around you. It happens outside of you. So it's readable. This is how I read energy on people, because their energy is outside of them. So, for example, you are in front of me right now. Let's say there is someone in front of me, and the way I access them is by reading them. So I read their energy because I can see their thoughts. Their thoughts are not happening inside of them. Their thoughts are projected outside of them. It's just not spoken. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I've never actually explained that before. But hey, if you are worried that your spirit guides are not hearing you, speak to them verbally. That also works. I keep having the rain in my ears. I still don't know the spiritual meaning. Were you here when I was explaining synchronicities? If you haven't, go back a little bit. And I was explaining that synchronicities happen for your own personal interaction with the universe. The same thing with your ringing. It's basically anything that is happening in your energy that is not communicated to you verbally is the universe trying to communicate something to you. Whether this is ringing in the ear, whether you are seeing flashes, whether you're seeing orbs, whether you're seeing numbers, whether you're seeing people saying something that is resonating with your spirit, but it's like, interesting, why did they say that? It feels like a deja vu. It feels like an epiphany. It feels like whatever. This is the universe trying to communicate to you. Trying to communicate to you non-verbally. I mean, how else would the universe communicate with you? Like, hello, can you hear me, Charlie? It's a non-verbal communication. And the best way to interpret those communications by observing them, making notes of them, noticing the patterns. That is how you speak the language of the universe. Non-verbal communication. Most of the time, but I don't like to do it over the phone. If I've already met someone and I speak to them on the phone, yes, I can. But if it's like a total stranger, I'm not that confident. Like, I can still feel the energy, but I will not be precise or judge it or like make like a conclusion. You know what I mean? Like, I will just like observe it. I will not judge it. And just like, without judgment. Especially if I don't know the person, I've never met them. But if I see your face, if I see your name, I can connect with you by other means. I don't have to use my energy. I can just connect to your energy as if like I'm calling your phone. You know what I mean? So you can connect to people through their face, through their name, by calling out to them to be connected to them. A sexy man? Yes. Mm-hmm. I could be like a sexy man if you want. And fuck your mom. You can come watch. Is that your picture? White girls ain't shit. I mean, you look awful, for one, but racist as well? Good luck dying alone. I suggest you get like a dog or some poor little animal to keep you company while you die off. Half naked racist bitch coming here talking about like what? Talking about lame and boring. Bitch, you look lame and boring. Nothing about you is special. Racist and a half naked gym freak. That's how boring you are. Everyone is like you. All right, enough of that twat. Hi, Isaac. What's up, baby? Nothing is happening. A bunch of nothing. A bunch of nothings is happening. Just the usual racist, racist twats, unfortunately. And people talk about like how the collective is going to be free of karma. No, not as long as there are bitches like that racist bitch. Karma exists, unfortunately. Until they go extinct and they're off the planet, maybe we have a chance. Save your money, motherfucker. Save your name, motherfucker. Oh, that's actually a username. I thought you being like... I thought you were scolding someone and it's actually their username. Save your money. Oh, I just read their comments. That's funny. Where like please use your picture so I can at least make fun of you. It's not fair you have that can't be your picture. It doesn't even look real. Can I go down on you spiritually? Of course. Go down on your mom. Is it possible to speak with you in private? A spiritual question? You mean private reading? Yes, you can get your private reading through the website. Are you OF model? Do OnlyFans have models now? I don't know. I thought they were porn stars. If they are stars. Going down is my spell. Going down to hell, you mean? Yeah, you belong there. You belong down. Okay, I'm gonna stop responding to you guys. Bunch of trolls. I'm done scolding. I'm done like making fun of you. Is there life after death? Yes. Azhar, okay, I said I won't respond, but I'm gonna blame Aries season. Azhar, I think I saw your mom on there. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. You go to heaven or hell after death? No, you don't. Exactly, Farzana. We are energy. Energy cannot be destroyed. The body can die. Yes, the body can be like expired, you know, because it's like a living being. It's a living organism that eats itself. But once the body expires, you exit. Your spirit exits and goes to another body. That's it. Like your car. When your car is old and doesn't work anymore, what do? You buy a new car. You don't stop driving, you buy a new car, right? If your car breaks down, do you just decide, you know what, I'm not going to drive anymore? No, you just buy a new car. Or fix your car if you can. But if it's like damaged, it's done, you buy a new car. Same shit with your body. Your body is a vehicle to be on earth. That's it. We all live forever. Exactly. Exactly. Your spirit cannot be destroyed. And you will come either on Earth or another planet to live as, like, to experience life within that planet. So it could be not on Earth. Some people will reincarnate as animals. Some people will be a spider that I kill. You know, like it's your karma. So whatever you do in this life, your next life will decide what you will be, which upgrade or downgrade you will get. Okay? That is the definition of heaven or hell. Because when you do really bad, the definition of hell is that your next life will be reincarnated in a body where it's not favorable, where you will suffer a lot, where you will be killed, hurt, whatever. So it's your karma. And I used to feel sorry for people that have like really bad luck throughout their life. But then the more I became spiritual, the more I understood it's their karma to experience that hell of a life. So that is the definition of heaven and hell. You either get rewarded or you are put in a life, in a body that has a lot of suffering or a lot of problems It's your karma. So what do you feel about people who what? What? About the people overly better than others? How do you mean? Rephrase your question. Could this life be me paying my karma off from my past life? Yes. Yes. So here's the thing. It's not a bad thing that you are paying off last life karma. Okay, it's not a bad thing. It's just something that has to happen. You pay it off, and for example, when people pay off their karma, if they didn't do that bad in their past life, they will pay off the karma, and then after that karmic connection or karmic situation, it's like they start to live life without karma because they have already cleared it, as long as they continue to do good. So, for example, you can create karma while you are in this life, even though you are paying karma from your last life, but you continue to produce more karma while you are living. You continue the karmic cycles to happen. So try to pay off the karma, which is in the sense you're suffering, the bad coincidences, the bad situations happening to you, or the bad luck. Pay it off and do better. Do not try to make other people pay for it. Just know it is your karma and be at peace with it. Okay? Everyone pays for karma. I've paid my karma. So, but the thing that you have to do when you are aware of karma is to not continue it. To not be in, it's like basically you clearing the debt. So for example, you have a big debt and you finally pay the debt. You are clear of debt. But then you keep borrowing money. You keep putting yourself in debt. Don't borrow money. Do you know what I mean? Clear the debt and manage your finances better. This is basically the same with karma. Clear the karmic debt and do better as a human being. And then you will find yourself not gaining more debt. This is the karmic debt. You have to clear it. You can't run away from it. If you don't have a good partner, it can be karma, but you could be not learning a lesson. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So whenever you have a bad situation, there is a lesson in it. Have you learned a lesson? If not, that bad partner will continue to show up in your life until you learn the lesson. Past life regression. Interesting. I like that. What will happen to people who are orchestrating a genocide? Well, they will reincarnate as a cockroach, where I spray it with a bug spray, and they will suffocate slowly and die. That's what. Are males reborn as males only? No. No, you definitely get born in whatever. So I'll tell you something interesting. If you, this is an example, so, it will explain things to you. If you have lived this life as a sexist motherfucker, in your next life you will definitely be the gender that you were sexist to. So if you know those woman haters where, you know, they have like really negative shit to say about women? They will definitely be reincarnated as a woman in their next life, or at least in their next lives, okay? And they will kind of like have a taste of that, of how that feels like to be a woman. So whatever you are kind of like dissing and making fun of, or you know, like really hates, you know, you hate someone, for example, even like, let's give you another example, racism. Whenever you are racist towards a race, like let's say you are a white entitled motherfucker that hates black people, you will be reincarnated as a black person. Because whenever we are put in other people's shoes, we learn. Right? Right? I know, that's right. So you become what you hate to learn. Mm. Have you seen the new Ghostbuster movie? It's all about reincarnation. Oh, interesting. No, I haven't seen it. What if we don't hate much, but like all people around us? That's a good thing. It means that next life you will choose your life as a reward. So the beauty about life is when you are karma free and you die a good person, you have done the best you can. And it's not like a harsh system. If you have good intentions and you've made mistakes, but you have good intentions, but you still made mistakes, you, in your next life, you will choose what you want. You will choose what you want. So you will be given options. What do you want? Do you want to become this person? Do you want to become this person? Do you want to like have like a troubled free life where everyone admires you, or like you will be like fun to be around? You will have a choice. You will choose. You will choose what you want. Even those that are choosing like between a lot of karmic situations, for example, if you have so much karma, the universe or God, the creator, will give you choices. Which karma do you want to clear first? Because you're not getting away from the karmas you have, the debt you have. You will be given an option. Which one do you want to do first? Okay, you think that one will be easy? Okay, good luck. See you there. See you later. So there is like a little bit of choice even in karmic situations, even in karmic debt. But if you have no karmic debt, you will choose the best life, the best body, the best look, the best body. Kind of the same way when you choose a car, again with the cars. When money is not an issue, which car would you choose? The car the dream car. Same way with your reincarnation. If you have done your best and you are abundant and rich spiritually, emotionally, mentally, you will choose your next life. It will be your choice, your dream life. If we tried our best to live a good life, we can choose our next life. Yeah, yeah. It's not a harsh system. It's a very fair system. If you tried your best, if you did everything the best way you can, if you stay genuine and, you know, if you did something wrong and you're like, I'm sorry, I did that. I hurt you. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. And you genuinely feel that you're not trying to manipulate to get what you want. You will be free of karma. So a bit of awareness. Even when you do mistakes, it's okay to make mistakes. You're not expected to be perfect. But it's important to acknowledge that, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you do that and you do your best, that's it. That's all that is expected of you. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're not supposed to be a saint. You know, when people say, oh, this is a sin, this is a sin. You're not supposed to be a saint. It's like, okay, everyone makes mistakes. That's fine. Just acknowledge it. Try to do better next time. If you have hurt someone, apologize. Say, sorry, I didn't mean that. Or even if you meant it, I'm sorry, I was in a bad place. But you have to clear it. I'll tell you something. Sometimes I will lose my shit. I will be like emotionally charged and I will kind of overreact emotionally to a situation that didn't require that much anger or upset. But I will acknowledge it and make it right with karma. So you can remove karma. If you feel like you are about to gain more karmic debt, it's like you kind of have to go to the person and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lose my temper. I acknowledge that I've done that. If you do that, that shows that you know you've done a mistake, so there is no punishment for it. If you truly mean it, not because you just want to say it because you're trying to manipulate your way out. If you truly mean it and you feel it in your heart, oh shit, I did a mistake. I'm sorry. I lost my temper. I'm sorry I hurt you, and you feel it. That's it. No karma for that. No karma for that. And I don't care how severe you think your mistake is. The universe doesn't care about that. As long as you are truly genuine and sorry and empathetic towards the mistake that you've done that hurt someone. That's it. Why can't I tightly connect with my spirit guides directly? Always through reader. Stop relying on readers to connect with your spirit guides for you. Because whenever we have aid, we stop using our own power. So, for example, when you use a cane to walk and you stop using your cane to walk, you will feel like your legs are not carrying you because you have depended on the cane to help you walk, to help you carry some of the strength of your upper body to carry your weight. So if you want to be strong, stop depending on other people to tell you how to connect or to tell you about your spirit guides. Practice yourself. And with practice, you will get better, right? So stop depending on readers. Connect with them yourself. That's it. Like I will notice myself even when I do tarot readings, and I feel like sometimes I depend so much on the cards, and then I have to remind myself, wait, I have to trust my own intuition in this. I don't have to depend on the cards. The cards work for me. I don't work for the cards. Because if I start to depend on the cards, I will stop using my intuition. So I have to constantly remind myself that I am in charge, not the cards, not something else, not someone else. I am using my strength, my magic, my power. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? God is experiencing its creation. So yes, God is within you. Your spirit is God. Do what you will with that. A lot of people are scared of that. Like, oh, so I am God? Why is that so scary? Why is that so scary? It's not supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be a good thing. People think like, oh my God, there's so much power in that. What do I do with it? Oh my God. Well, live life, experience life. God is experiencing life through you. God experiencing its creation. That's it. It's not that deep, huh? It's not that complicated, but people like to, no, there must be more. There must be something else. What? 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 Why are you looking at me like that? Is that water good? Yeah. Yeah. This is spirituality. Thank you, Fluffy Potato Trading. You keep slaying too. I think so. Iman, how did you know that? You can't even see the cat. She was looking beside me. She was like looking at me and looking beside me, looking at me, looking beside me. Like, obviously, cats can see way more than the human eyes. So sometimes I will rely on her to navigate spirits. Like I will feel the presence and she will look somewhere and I'll be like, oh, okay, it's okay, no worries. They're just a spirit. Any estimates? How long is our existence? What, you mean like the whole humanity as a whole? Why? Do you plan on going extinct? The human experience is it's not going anywhere. I know there's a lot of fear, but fear is to control you, nothing else. And if you live life with the fear of death, you're not living. So it doesn't matter if your body dies. I said this earlier. It doesn't matter if you change bodies. Isn't it all interesting though? Where you are experiencing life through so many lives. And it's like this life you will be this, and the next life you will be something else. And it's all an awesome experience. You know, there are people on Earth that have like, it's like there is a waiting list to be on Earth. For those people that have no karma, no nothing, they just want to experience the human living. Earth is like one of the most interesting places to live in as a human. And a lot of people hate Earth or hate being on Earth. You know those people that say, oh my God, I'm never doing Earth again. I'm never going to come on Earth. Bitch, it's the most looked at planets. It's the most interesting planets there is. It has the most diverse of experiences. So why wouldn't you want to be on Earth? You will have to wait until you die, and then you remember, oh my God, yes, I remember the coolest experience I've ever had was Earth. You will be talking to your spirit friends, and you, oh my God, the experience on Earth was wild. Earth is the most difficult. It depends how you see it. If you are not attached to the difficulty of experiencing, you won't take it personal. So yes, I mean, it can be challenging. I like that word more than difficult, but it's definitely not like Mission Impossible. It's actually the most interesting. It's the most interesting dynamic that we have on Earth. And people have like a waiting list for that shit. So if you are on Earth, consider yourself lucky because you were at the front row of the waiting list. Or you have been like summoned to be on Earth. You know, like light workers to assist. But those that are just living life for life's sake, they have been waiting to be on Earth. They have been waiting to be on Earth during this time. During this time especially, because time and space operate in the third dimension. And a lot of spirits wanted to experience what that's like. To be during a time where things are changing dramatically. Oh la la, the drama. There are people like that. Their spirits have been like wanting to be on Earth because of the excitement of experiencing itself in a body. So yeah. Thoughts on the eclipse? What about it? Like I said, if you find Earth difficult, it's because you are too attached to the experience. I'll give you an example. When you go on a roller coaster and you are in it, it's like, oh my God, this is so crazy. This is difficult. Oh my God, we're going to die. But then you get off the roller coaster. What are your first thoughts? Oh my God, I've done it. That was so much fun. And some people will be like, I want to do it again. So it depends on how you see it. So if you are attached to the body, to the life, to life in general, you will find it difficult to operate or comprehend the fact that you want to be on Earth again. No. But if you have detached yourself from the kind of like being too close to the experience that you forget your spirit, and here's the thing, if you cannot detach from your body and connect with your spirit more, then you will find it difficult because you will feel like caged in a body as a spirit, and that can be difficult. But if you can, get in touch with higher dimensions, not feel like you're going to be so stressed that your health will deteriorate, then it's not that difficult. No, even during difficult times, you will be like, okay, so challenge accepted. What does this offer me? What kind of experience is that? Let the fun begin. Sexual dreams are not demonic. Sexual dreams are like dreams that the brain is trying to filter out because you have been obsessing about something. So sexual dreams are just your brain trying to release the tension that is occupying your brain. So the brain is making space for something more productive than desire. Is it worth the effort to try and recall previous lives? Only if you can handle it. Only if you can handle it. Do not do it if it will. If it will. If it will. Is that like a sentence? If it will. Why does that sound weird? I'm detaching too much. If it will overwhelm you, if it's going to overwhelm you, don't do it. If you feel spiritually not ready, do not do it, because it can be an overwhelming experience. You can even have like an identity crisis. You can even go insane. I mean, insanity is basically people tapping into spirituality before they are ready. That is what insanity is. People taking drugs to, you know, open their third eye or open whatever else, but they cannot handle it. So you don't need drugs. You need to be ready spiritually, strong to do it. And the same goes with the, what do you call it? The same goes with your previous lives. Okay? So don't do it if you feel like you're not ready for it. To be honest, if I were you and I wasn't sure, I wouldn't even bother with it. Because what's the point in your previous life? You are here living this one. How about you focus on this one? How about you make the most of this one? Let the past be the past. If it wants to be recalled by nature, let that be as well. But don't force it. There is no need to remember previous lives. No need. Unless you're doing something that is of significance to relate to, maybe. But let it happen naturally. Don't force it. Amazing facial expression? Okay. What's your thoughts on astral projection? What about it? Why don't we remember our past life? I just said that. Because you're supposed to focus on this one. You're supposed to focus on this experience alone. You're supposed to make the most of this experience alone. What about people who commit suicide? Ooh, that's a sensitive topic. If I open that rabbit hole, I don't think a lot of people will like it. But here's the thing. In a nutshell, here's the thing. Are you ready? Are you ready? Nah, it will hurt a lot of people's ego. And make your question more specific, because I can talk about that in depth, and it's a sensitive topic for some. Yeah, but this experience sucks. Well, if you make it suck, it will. I believe we don't remember our previous life, because how would we truly be able to redeem our karmic lessons if we were influenced by previous experiences? Good point. Do they get karma? Oh, yeah. They will relive this whole life again, the same way, with a different body. It's like, oh, you think you can get away from it? No. Let me give you another body and send you right back. That's what happens. And they can do it again, and they will be sent back again. Same life. And when I say same life, I mean same fucking life. Same challenges, same experiences, just a different body and a different name. That's it. Similar body as well. So you won't get away with it being a different race or a different gender. You'll be the same or similar body, same fucking life. And if you do it again, you will be sent right back with the same shit. Until you persevere and stick it out. You stick around. Because you don't choose when you go out. You have like either a specific date when you leave Earth, or you finish everything that you were supposed to do in this life. That's the only way out. You cannot leave earlier than that. Okay, I changed my mind. What? I just want to say, people who commit suicide, it's a weakness. Do not fucking do it. Do not fucking do it. I personally do not have respect for people that commit suicide. I don't even feel sorry for them. Sorry. I said it. There it is. I said it. I don't fucking feel sorry for people that commit suicide. Weak as fuck. And I have no respect for that. Where is the validity of what you're saying? Look for it in your mom's ass. Open her butt cheeks and you will see it there. Children sometimes talk about their past lives. My son told me that in his other life, that I was his sister. Oh, interesting. He said that we rode in carriages. Interesting. Yeah, you know, a lot of people think that the reincarnation process happens immediately, but it doesn't happen immediately. So there is a gap. It's like, for example, I'm going to say this, okay? And this is what I know, okay? So when you die, you don't get reincarnated right away, like next year you will be born, or the moment you die, you get born immediately into life again. There is a process where you take some time off to process what happened in your life before you died. And then after that gets processed, it's almost like there is a system where you get processed first and kind of reflect on your life, kind of understand, okay, so I was here, now I'm dead, now this is why some of the people that die stick around spiritually or in spirit. They stick around because they are not processed yet. They haven't processed things. Okay. So until they process things, sometimes it takes years for them. And then after 10 or 20 years, and I'm talking about the third dimension time, it takes 10 to 20 years to get reincarnated. It's not a right away reincarnation. It's a good chunk of human years. 10, 20 years, sometimes 30, sometimes 40, depends on your process of it. And this is why some spirits get stuck. After they die, they get stuck. It's like, I don't know what's happening. I'm not really dead. It's like there is no acknowledgement of it. And then they spend some good years just roaming around the earth, spirit, and then they get reincarnated after they process everything. So it's a process. What was that creature that crossed the camera? That is my knight. My cat. All you saw was black. What is the light we see when we die? It's different from one person to one person. So some people see light, some people see nothing, some people don't even realize they are dead. So it depends on you, depends on what you believe in, depends on what you understand about death, because it's like spirit is trying to show you that your life has ended. So whatever you believe in that that indicates the end of your life will be shown to you, so that you are like, oh, so I'm dead. Oh, there is the light. But it's a different experience to everybody. As long as you know, you acknowledge the reality of your death. That's it. And then you can get processed. The population would remain constant then, but it keeps on multiplying. Yeah, I don't believe the population that you know of, the 7 billion, actually exists. How about that? And also, you have a lot of NPCs, empty vessels. So it doesn't matter if you are multiplying. It's an illusion anyway, but I know what you mean. I know what you're trying to say. But that's not how it works. And plus, you have to also remember that there are visitors. Not all spirits are on Earth. Okay? So there are spirits that didn't come to Earth yet. And if you don't have birthmark, you died of old age. Nah. Nah, the birthmark shit is bullshit. Yeah, like people will say anything these days. Oh, I have a scar. That means I was hit here in my past life. And in this life, I had to kind of get it again. Nah. I have no birthmarks, and I remember my past lives and how I died. Where are my birthmarks? So I don't know, man, but people say anything these days and say, yes, that's how it works. Tribes in Africa used to mark their elders with specific marks, and those appeared in the next generation. Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't just remember my past life. I remember 3 past lives. That's as far as I've gone so far. 3. How do you remember your past life? You get downloads, visions, dreams. It's like your remembrance of your past lives has nothing to do with this one, but you remember it as if you have experienced it, as if you were living it. That is a past life indication. She don't remember. She's capping. She's, you capping generation. Get over yourselves. No, I would rather not share my past lives. It's a secret. It's like a personal experience, right? It's like asking me to tell you my secrets. Right? It's a very personal thing to ask, actually. But it's interesting. I've had very interesting lives. I will share one. Which is like interesting enough, but it also relates to spirituality. One of my past lives, Not the last one, but the one before that. I was a herbalist and I was killed for it. I was a herbalist and I was killed for it because someone reported me as a witch and I died for it. I was healing people with herbs. So I would do like remedies of like herbs. I would mix herbs and give it to people that are aching, hurting, feeling like stomach ache. And I was fucking killed for that. Burnt and all. So report the person. Yeah, I was burnt alive, you guys. In that life, I was burnt alive. And like, it's very traumatizing. When I got that download, I was very traumatized for at least 3 days. I couldn't get over it because I felt it's almost like I relived it. So yeah, it was tough. But that is the one that I can share. So imagine the other ones. Dramatic. I had an intuition that you were a witch and were killed. Really? It's funny because I still have a witch blood. I was born in a witch family. My auntie is a full-on witch. And I don't like witches. And maybe, you know, like maybe my hate for witches comes from my death experience. Because I was literally just a herbalist. I was just helping people. And I was killed for it because people said I am a witch. And I fucking hate witches. I actually don't like witches. Like in this life, I don't. I don't respect witches. I hate my fucking aunt. But you know, it is what it is. So this is also one of my past lives. I made a painting of it. This is one of the bodies that I had. And it was blue. The skin was blue. So I don't think I was on Earth. I was probably somewhere else. But it was a blue skin. If you were evil before, you get to choose who you will be now. No, you don't. You are given options, but all of them will have lessons to clear the karma. What about psychics? Everyone is psychic, you know? No, I don't care for witches. Like, you know, when I say hate, it's more like I don't care about them. Like, I don't care about working with witches. I don't care about what witches do with their time. Because most of the witches that you see are like either fucking around with energies they don't understand or connecting with spirits that are below the spirit of the human, meaning like species like jinns. When you connect with jinns, you're dealing with like a spirit that is below you.